My name's Ted Elsworth, and I'm telling you about when I was a teenager, just graduated from high school. I joined the Marine Corps, volunteered infantry, volunteered Vietnam to get it out of the way. I went over there and I was over there for about 11 months. I was going home in two months around Quezon. I know it's just a name, but anyway, and we was on patrol. And we got into an area where there was a lot of booby traps, and we got ambushed. We got surrounded, and they were firing from all the directions around us. And I had my backpack, had all my food and everything else in it. And during that time, I've been carrying this flare, and this is a flare. It usually has a flare inside it. You take this off, put it on the bottom and hit it, and the flare will shoot up in the air. It's for nighttime fighting. And I had that in my side pocket of my pants. And I wanted to be different, and I got tired of it being down there, so I put it in my backpack. And we was fighting and still surrounded. They had shot down a helicopter around us the day before. And there was a guy that was with me. He had only been there 2 weeks. And so he was my shadow, and I was looking out for him. And I'd say about 20 feet away from us, a guy tripped a booby trap, and we were called forward, us two, to retrieve his backpack and bring his stuff out to the helicopter because they were hauling him out. Well, we stood up, and I thought I got shot, but then I looked and I wasn't bleeding or nothing, and the guy beside me, he was kind of getting nervous, and I was thinking he was freaking out, so I just thought I tripped. And so we walked up and grabbed the pack. He was walking right in front of me off to the side a little bit, coming back, carrying his stuff. And I'm not sure if it was him or me, but one of us tripped the booby trap, and that kid, he dropped in front of me. And the medic found him, came up and checked him, and we found the hole in his neck. He'd only been there 2 weeks, and as a side note, about 2 weeks later, he wrote us a letter and said, enjoying being at the Great Lakes Hospital. There's a lot of cute nurses around me, so thanks guys, think of me. And so anyway, so we went through this fighting all day, being surrounded and trying to survive, and then at night they slacked off and let us get some rest. So I took my backpack off to get food, and as I did, this flare rolled out of the way. To get it out of the way, I looked for food, and I finally decided that I wasn't hungry. I was more tired than I was hungry. So I put my food back in, and I grabbed the flare, and the flare felt rough. So I looked at it, and when I looked at it, I seen the hole in it. And if this flare had not been in my backpack, the bullet would have came out right here and hit me. And a voice inside of me said, I am alive. You will be alive. You will make it home from Vietnam. Don't worry. Come see me. And so I was stunned. I hadn't been thinking about God or anything else. And so when I got back, I smuggled this back into the States. And so I thought, well, if God is alive, there has to be people worshiping him, knowing he's alive too. And so I hunted different churches down and finally went to First Assembly in Aberdeen. And I found people that I really enjoy being around. So when I get into a time of doubting everything, why am I doing this? Or something happens and I get bummed out. I go back to this and I'm thinking, God was with me there. God will be with me now. No matter what, God is always with me. Hard times and the good times. Just wanted to be an encouragement to all of you. God bless.